Hey, DDCHJ here, and welcome to RLBot Start to Finish. In this episode, I'll introduce you to routines, and give you a demonstration of the Find Hits tool, which lets you schedule jump shots and aerials. Hey everyone, welcome back to the series. Right now we're watching a 2v2 matchup between Gosling, my bot, and RLBot. We're going to watch this for a little while and see all the routines being printed in the top left corner of the screen. Those show the current routine that Gosling is using in order to play the game. While using routines isn't strictly necessary in order to make a running bot, I use them a lot when creating my strategy for the Double Dead tournament. You'll notice that multiple routines can be running at the same time. This is because it's stack based, and one of them isn't actually running, it's just waiting for the top of the stack to get popped. Having routines stack based is handy because you can have a flip interrupt something else and help you pick up speed while doing some other routine. Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, no! Okay, with that disappointment, let's go check out some code. Okay, we're back in objects.py inside of Gosling Agent looking at the getOutput function once again. Last time we were here we were talking about the preprocessing function, but now we're just in to check up on one little detail I want to cover before we dive into the routines. That detail specifically is that self.run is called before the latest routine on the stack is called. That means that if we modify the controller inside of our main Python file, if there's a routine on the stack, the latest routine might override or modify that controller before it gets sent back to RLBot. Generally, it's a good practice to check to see if the stack has a routine before modifying any part of the controller in your main file, otherwise you might accidentally get some mixing going on. Now, with that out of the way, let's go check out routines.py. So in here is all the routines, of course. At the very top here we have the APA routine, which mostly serves as an example. We'll see all routines have a run function that accepts self and an agent, and all of them, of course, will be modifying the agent's controller in one way or the other. Now let's go check out all the other routines provided by Gosling Utils. Of course, at the very top here, right below APA, we have aerial shot. This takes an aerial. It's not a perfect routine. It's kind of still a work in progress, but it gets the job done. Below that, we have flip, which does a dodge in a given direction, the direction in local coordinates specifically, going back to the fact that local coordinates are great for mechanical movement. Below that we have go to, drives towards a specific point, and go to boost, drives towards a specific boost. The difference here being that if the boost is picked up by another player, or we reach full boost before we can reach the targeted boost, then this routine will pop itself from the stack early. Below that we have jump shot, which is what we'll be featuring later in this video. And at the very bottom here we'll have kickoff, which performs a very simple 1v1 kickoff, recovery, which gets us to land on our wheels, and short shot, which is very similar to jump shot. However, it doesn't use ball prediction, or at least it doesn't rely on meeting some intercept in the future. It just kind of yellows towards the ball and hopes that it can hit it where you want it. Once again, a lot of this code is commented and explains how to use it, so I'm not going to go through every single detail, but for the rest of this episode I will be showing you how to schedule a jump shot / an aerial. Going back up to jump shot, let's just take a look at what this thing needs. We see it takes a ball location, an intercept time, shot vector, something called ratio, the direction we want to go in, and a speed. Now the speed isn't actually used, that's kind of an upcoming feature. You can see the to-do right here. But everything else is. Now, what jump shot does is it actually hits the ball at some point in the future towards a specific target. You see the ball location here isn't the current ball location, it's actually where the ball will be at a given intercept time, which is the game time in the future that you plan to hit the ball at. The shot vector is the direction you're going to be hitting the ball, and the ratio tells the routine how aligned we already are with the ball. Now, this is a lot of stuff we'd have to figure out on our own if we wanted to create this routine, and that's why I have a tool made specifically to do it. The tool also makes aerial routines in the case where the ball location is too high at the given intercept time. So, let's go learn how to use it. Okay, we're back in our main file, and I already have an example set up on how to use a jump shot / an aerial. You'll see the first thing we do is check to see if there's anything on the stack, because if there is, we don't want to do anything. We'll just let that routine on the stack run its course, and we'll be good. However, if there isn't a routine on the stack, that's when we go ahead and try and create one. First thing we have to do is create a dictionary of targets. In this case, I'm only going to target the opponent's goal, and I've just called it goal in here. It's assigned to the opponent's left post and right post, meaning we're going to try and hit the ball between the left and right posts of the opponent goal, i.e. score a goal. You can add as many targets as you want to this dictionary, but for now I'm just going to have one, and I'm just calling it goal for now. Then once you have that, all you have to do is call find hits, that's the special tool, pass it the agent, the targets, and it'll return all the shots. Shots is a dictionary very similar to targets, except instead of having the target posts or locations, it has a list of all the routines that you could use in order to actually hit the ball between those targets. One thing to know is that it isn't always possible to find a routine that'll do that, so we have to check to make sure that there actually is one by seeing if the length of the list is greater than 0. If it is, then we just take the first routine that it found and push that to the stack, and we're good to go. Otherwise, in this case, we just drive back towards our own goal and hopefully things start to realign a little bit and we'll have another opportunity to take a shot. Now let's go see what this causes our bot to do. Okay, so I created a game with our bot and I gave it unlimited boost for the most favorable conditions. And you can see right off of kickoff it was able to find and score a goal right on that right post. And then after that I decided to join it and make things a little bit harder for it. I set up some tough shots to demonstrate that this doesn't work 100% of the time. If the car isn't aligned properly with its shot vector, or it doesn't have time to turn around or not enough boost, it'll start missing. But that doesn't mean it can't do it. If the conditions are good, this code can pull off some pretty amazing stuff. What you may discover while using these tools is that the find hits underestimates the bot's performance, while the jump shot overestimates the bot's performance. Pessimistically choosing a shot and optimistically going for it is a pretty good combo for making as few mistakes as possible. This may not suit every single situation, so you may want to poke around in that code and modify it for your own needs, but generally it works for me. One of the nice things about these routines is that they'll pop themselves from the stack automatically if they know they can't make the shot, which allows the find hits tool to go find a new routine that will be able to do it. This allows our setup to somewhat adjust itself on the fly and pull off plays that otherwise wouldn't be possible. Now that's all I have for this video. In the next one I'll be demonstrating a few more routines, so I hope to see you there. And with that, thanks for watching.